Good evening, friends, and thank you, Mr. Sahu, for calling me here. And I'm a bit surprised that I've been told to give a keynote address. I was not aware of this. I think the first two sessions spoke about what Professor Piramal spoke was very, very apt that in the IT industries, and that's where I also belong, most of the times you get carried away by what everybody else is doing rather than what I want to do. So I think the lesson which very aptly put is, and this I also keep on telling with this, a lot of new technologies will keep coming every day. It's not necessary that you need to just jump into it just because it is available. Do we have a need of it, or you need that there is going to be a benefit to you or to your organizations? Maybe you can pursue it, because what has been working you for the last X number of years may also continue to work little better or maybe little less efficiently. Is there a cost benefit that you are going to do about it? So I think these kind of things, if IT guys can take into considerations when they are doing these kind of projects, I think it's going to be a long, long way where to make IT more successful. That's where the IT will be giving actually value to the business. Otherwise, IT will be always lagging behind but trying to solve a problem once the problem is stated. I think today the times are changing where the IT leaders are taking the leads in giving business solutions. So those kind of companies are taking leads and going forward are the areas where the technology leaders are trying to get more business solutions rather than solving a business problem. Speaking on the area of cybersecurity, that's another very, very big, I would say, one of the most misused terms, less understood and least practiced. Today, if you try and see, because everybody will talk about a lot of things about cybersecurity, very few people understand what they're talking, and actually practicing people are very quite few. So again, this is also a very big area where a lot of hype, and like Prashant mentioned earlier, that there are a lot of vendors who try and sell you a product or a hype. Now, first thing, I always keep on telling my team and my organization, first is in cybersecurity is use common sense. The first thing, the simplest things which you are doing, basic hygienes if you follow, like your families have been doing for all their lives, if you do basic hygiene, half the problem of solved. It is because people are not bothered about following the basic hygiene. You start putting tools and processes and to solve a small problem which you not require any tools to solve these problems. If you have a right processes in place, half the problems are solved. There are a lot of, I don't want to discourage, there are a lot of people outside selling stalls and all the products, so they'll try and hit me before I go out, because most of the times the products are oversold to you. You buy, and see, I have also set up a very large SOC center, and I know how we have gone ahead. We do so much of deliberation, we took a lot of time to make a SOC of that. It is called as a, I would say it is at par with our top of the world types. It's one of the best SOCs that we have made up, but it took us a very, very strong courage to wherever we wanted to use open sources, products, we used it, because there is nothing that is, there's a lot more in fact that only international products or products which are selling up across the world can only sell in India. There are a lot many good startups who have come up in the Indian markets also. There are a lot of people who are developing products on the open source platforms also. Even those can solve a lot of cybersecurity problems. So again, it is not only that the reputed vendors can only solve your problem. The people who are there in your local offices in India can solve the problem. But the very important, you should know what is the problem that you're going to solve, because you know your business best. You know the problems that are associated with your businesses, and you should know how to solve it. All you should ask these guys is there a technology to help you solve this problem? Otherwise, it will be somebody trying to solve. And this was typically the case happening to us when you're saying, this is the problem we are applying to the banking industry. Whereas the capital markets does not require a banking problem to be solved. It can solve 10 banking problems, but it will not solve my capital market problem. So again, this is the first thing and the first principle I believe is know your business, know your problems of your business. So only if you know both these sides of it, then buy any products, any technologies. I think this is going to keep solving because vendors will keep coming and going, but your problems are going to remain with you. And that's where you're going to solve it. I think so. There are a lot many people who want to speak about the products, and I would let them speak about what they want to say. I would like to end here because I was not at all prepared for this. I was just sitting here and enjoying people speaking, yet suddenly I was called to speak. So anyway, thank you very much.